Hello, this is Mike from Windows8forums.com. We're here with the Windows 8 Developer Preview, and we're going to launch this in VirtualBox right now for the first time. As you can see, we have Oracle VirtualBox running. And the Developer Preview is loading. This is the first time we're going to see what Windows 8 is really going to look like. Here's the Install Windows menu. We're going to go ahead and install now. As you can see, setup is starting. You can see we have some license terms here. This is a development end user license agreement. We accept. We're going to go ahead and go to custom. We're going to go to new, unallocated space. We've got 20 gigabytes and we go to next. Windows is copying files, expanding Windows files. We'll install features, updates, and complete the installation. Now we're using Oracle VirtualBox because there are still problems running Windows 8 in VMware Workstation. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, basically what's happened here is we've gone ahead and we have gone through the beginning of the installation process. Nothing has happened since you last viewed the video, and we've simply sped it up. We're now going to resume this machine. Going to bring it back out of its paused state, and we see please press any key to boot from DVD. We're not going to do that. And we see the Windows Developer Preview text come up here. Now, mind you, we're recording now VirtualBox, the content itself. You see, setup is updating registry settings. And I must say that the installation process didn't take too long. It's going ahead and it's doing its thing. And we see a preparing thing here, getting devices ready. This is something new. And this should be exciting for any Windows enthusiast. Certainly exciting for me here. And we see a little bit of a resolution change there. Now, this is the first time you've probably seen me in a while in a video, but I've decided to come out of hiding using Cam Studio instead of Fraps this time. I thought it would be better to at least be able to record the screen instead of the entire desktop. And again, we're rebooting. Configuration is ongoing for Windows 8. Now, this Windows Developer Preview was released today, and it contains Windows 8 directly. Tools have been included to help developers create programs for Windows 8, as well as Windows 8 programs for compatibility with Windows 7. We're not going to go into much of that, but we're going to check this operating system out. That's for sure. There is no question about that. That is going to be on our agenda here. As you can see, the installation is proceeding. And we've got more license terms telling us how important this thing is. Visual Studio 11 Express. Yes, sample applications for Windows Developer Preview, Microsoft Expression Blend 5 Developer Preview, Microsoft Windows Developer Preview. We're going to accept all of these terms, and no one ever reads the whole thing for this, but we basically understand what they're talking about. We accept, and look at this. Oh, we give the PC a name. Let's call it Win8 VM, and we're going to go to next. And I'm going to close Skype here. As soon as I can. And now we have a settings menu here, okay? And we have express settings, or we can customize settings. The express settings automatically install important and recommended updates to help protect your PC. You can help protect your PC from unsafe content and files. Send us info to help Windows and location services better. Check online for solutions to problems. Let apps give me personalized content on my location. So that's location awareness. Enable sharing and connected devices on this network. Country or region, United States. Keyboard layout, United States. And that's grayed out because it clearly detects that. We can learn more about express settings. But I want to go to customize and just see what we can do here. Do we want to share content? We see it's already, there's a predefined yes to share content. Look at this. Help protect your PC from unsafe content. Yes. Send us help to make Windows apps better. Right, so this is very similar. Well, it looks like we're going to have to input our Windows Live email address in. I have no problem putting mine in here. Please don't email me. And I have to put my password in. Alright. Now this preview is available to anyone. It's on their website, and we're going to see some serious stuff when we get set up here. We see the account is being created right now. Get your favorite email address so we can go online. Finalize your settings. It's an interesting new setup that we're looking at here. PC is being prepared. I wonder if they're going to keep this green screen thing or if they're going to change it later on. Certainly looks pretty Spartan. But it is a developer preview, so that does say something about how this thing is going. And they could replace this green screen with whatever they want. They could make it look beautiful if they chose to. So we'll see if they're going to go with a minimalist idea, or our earlier preview, the leaked build, sort of showed some graphics going on. So this is a little bit weird. Anyone who's into Windows should be excited about this update, and it's certainly interesting to see how this is turning out. Preparing the PC seems to be taking forever, but again, you have to remember this is a beta build. It's probably a checked build that's in debug mode, compiled in debug mode. It's presented to developers so that they can start working on applications, and it's probably going to be extraordinarily Spartan. But I have a feeling we're going to see some features that are going to be pretty incredible. And I have to tell you, this is my first time. I could have reviewed this first and then created a video about it. I'm probably going to get a lot of crap for not doing that. Because basically you want to know what you're saying before you go into something like this. But no, this is the first time I've tried it, and I'd like to see what's going on here. Look at this. Look at this. Huh. Well, it's this note space. We're launching an application. This is the infamous UI that we were waiting for, huh? Well, some stuff doesn't work apparently. Either that or it's slow. Control panel. Wow. Alright, let's go to personalize. Let's not waste any time here. Ooh, this is substantially different from what I'm even used to. Okay, oh, we're in Windows here. Can we get into Windows from here? Let's go to the desktop. Let's increase our resolution so we can see what the hell's going on here, if you excuse the language. Let's find out what build this is as well. Although we should know. Okay, so we've got 1600 by 1200 here. And that's no good because it won't fit the screen. Of course, we run into some technical problems when doing this. Please bear with me here. Let's scale it. Just scale the whole thing. All right. What is going on? All right, so we have a little bit of a resolute. It looks a little weird, the resolution. Start menu brings up a clock now. Whoa. This is incredible. See, this is designed for touch screens, obviously. And you can see I have Task Manager. No running applications. But here we go with the new Task Manager. And I must say, this is where we're going to benefit here with these new high-performance applications. Let's go a little bit lower on the resolution and not stretch that screen so much, because that's really annoying, isn't it? Personally, I find it to be an intolerable objective to deal with this in such a way. But we are in a virtual machine, and very few times have we had these sort of problems. As a matter of fact, I may make a new video just to not have to deal with this. Alright. Looking at it now, and from this vantage point, what we're seeing here is somewhat incredible. It's using my Windows Live ID as the user. That's going to change the game. And if they can unify that ID with other services. Memory usage. We have a lot going on here. Okay, so that's the Task Manager. We've seen a lot of that before. This is very unusual. See, it looks like they got rid of a lot of the other stuff. Let's go to Explorer here. Here we go. As you can see. Will there be a way to turn off the new Metro UI? My question. Personally, I'm not too into it. I don't have a touch screen. Eventually, I guess everyone will use it. But now we're looking at a sort of what appears to be a modified arrow theme. This is extended. Is this for like panoramic displays? Yeah, it is. This is for a panoramic display. That's interesting. Alright, we'll go back to the regular theme. The time keeps coming up when I hover over the start menu, but only occasionally. What that's all about. Let's see the store. Is the App Store ready? This is the Windows App Store that we were talking about. No, it's not available yet. Alright. How do we escape? Oh boy. Please let us out of here. Is there an X button? How do you manage to deal with this? I seem to be left clicking my mouse and pulling up additional options when I do that. Using the mouse seems to have some sort of an effect on how the screen works. This is something we haven't seen before at all. On automatic maintenance now, kind of maintenance. Smart screen settings. User account control. What did they do to that? Okay. Basically the same stuff we're looking at with Windows. How about group policy? Can we still... I can't stand it that it does that. You've got to be kidding me. I cannot stand it. Alright, I'm going to use Windows key R. Thank God they didn't remove it. Go to group policy editor here. By the way, this is build 1739 8102. They did reach the 8 milestone with 8102. I wonder if we're going to see anything new here. Access data sources across all domains. Allow actors. See a lot of redundant policies. Something must be wrong here. Yeah, okay, even group policy must be bugged out. And for those of you who do know or do not know what group policy is, it is a way for you to manage client systems over a Microsoft Windows server. But this looks a little bit buggy. We see Digital Walker here. And it looks like we have some location sensors. You know what I don't like? When I go to the start menu, it takes me into the damn screen here, and it's quite a nuisance, I must say. It really annoys me to the point of agony. I'm seeing a lot of applications that apparently can't be run. Sudoku. Do I want to run this? Let's see what happens here. What's going on here? Sudoku. Okay, we're not going to play. We're not going to play any games here. Let's get out of here. So we know it works. How do you exit an application in this version of Windows? I am clueless. There is going to be a learning curve to this operating system. If it remains like this, there is going to be a massive learning curve, because I'm clicking on every mouse button I've got. I'm hitting escape. What am I supposed to do here? Alt tabs? No, that doesn't work. Get me out of here. Wow. Well, this is definitely a technical preview, and the operating system is a long ways from being done, ladies and gentlemen. A long ways from being done. I don't even know how that happened. I have no idea. Did I just hold down the left mouse button too much, or what was that about? Looking here, we don't see much of a difference in the core operating system. As a matter of fact, it's quite similar. We have Visual Studio 11. If I go into Windows XP on my machine, I have a full version of Visual Studio. I'm trying to see if we can find any new features here. We could go to Services and look there. Let's do the traditional regedit method of examining the operating. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's do the traditional regedit method of managing the operating system and taking a look at what's going on here. And this is quite interesting, I must say. Saying 8102.winmain.win8m3.110830-1739. This is build 8102. Windows Developer Preview. Search. Memories. Apparently I don't have any. You know, it's odd that they add their own stock to the stocks application. I don't know. They have the Dow Jones, the NASDAQ, and then they have their stock. Is that going to be a permanent part of the application here? Oh, Internet Explorer. There we go. Oh, this is taking some time. Wow. Well, there's a keynote address here. Buildwindows.com. Well, I don't think the keynote is ready, honestly. We're being sent to some website. This is a very unusual version of Internet Explorer. Apparently designed for smart screens. How does it like Google? So you can find out what is. Usually when you hit the Alt tab or Alt key, you would be able to find out. You'd be able to go back to a traditional menu screen, but I don't see that here, and I don't see an option to find. Basically, an option to find anything. I don't see an option to find settings. I don't see an option to find out what version this is. And this is our first review of the operating system, mind you. There will be more professional ones. But right now, what's up with the white screen after I closed out Explorer? It's giving me a weird slowdown here. Whoa, I think the whole operating system may have crashed. That's Windows XP. Oh, wait, hold on, we came back here. Windows Media Player. Well, that's a traditional. Set this up. Migrating the player. From where? To what? Now, we have a lot of unanswered questions about this operating system, and you hear me talking to myself instead of the audience. It's because I'm sort of dumbfounded by what I'm facing here, and I'd like to go to the control panel again, if I can navigate my way to it. Sync PC settings. Use similar settings on all the PCs you use. Well, that seems very useful. Manage devices. Let's say that real quick. No, we don't have any devices. More settings. Throws this back into the original. Oh, I liked classic view so much better. Please. Oh, they didn't get rid of it, thank God. Alright. What is going on with this OS? How do we turn some features off? Environmental variables. Processor type. User profiles. System protection. System restore. Hardware. Device manager. Did anything change here? Absolutely not. Computer name. Looks like they made everything square again instead of having rounded edges. Maybe that's just me, but it looks like that was one of the changes that they made here. I can't say I'm too impressed. I must say, maybe developers will feel differently, but I'm at a loss. I don't see anything that would be useful to me. Let me go back there one more time. We have settings here. Okay. We have volume level in green again. Network. Yeah, network's connected. We know that. Let's go back to settings again. Notifications. Hello. Oh, that's to turn the notifications on or off. Devices. This application does not support printing, playing, or sending at this time. Build is the Windows conference that's going to be taking place. Let's do something simple. Go to weather. Alright, I don't live in Anaheim, but I see where we're going with this. Nice background. How do we get out of it is my question. How do you get out of these applications? Am I just imagining things here? Or... Well, this has been the Windows Developer, Windows 8 development preview. This is the extent to which they've reached with development. It looks very much geared to touch screens. Okay, pulling the screen around seems to do something. I can pull screens, and I can get back to the desktop. I don't know how I can ever close Windows properly. I'm getting a white screen. Here we go. I'm back at the desktop again. No noticeable difference on the desktop whatsoever. There seems to be significant improvement for touchscreens, as well as an extended desktop, which could be used for unified displays, as well as one big panoramic display or something. The start menu doesn't help us. It just goes back to this thing again. And this is good for touchscreen, but do I really want to be moving around like this with a mouse and keyboard? What they're going to do is they're going to need to come out with some new human interface devices for this. Either that or nobody will buy the operating system. I can tell you right now that this is very counterintuitive to a Windows user. It really is. And then you wind up back here anyway. So that's the gist of it. This is what you're looking at as far as the operating system is concerned. There's some features here. Other than that, I really don't know what to expand upon. You have home groups just like you did in 7. You had some features that were, I think there was a history feature. I don't see that here on the menu anymore. As you can see, you have the new menu here. And it looks to be a work in progress. Let's hope that this is not anything near the final product as far as I can tell. If this is going to be a big problem for most home users. Personally, it wouldn't justify an upgrade for me at this point in time, at this stage in development. But then again, I don't expect it to. We're still a year away from release, but I do not like what I see here. Thanks for watching. This is Mike from Windows8Forums.com. Please, looking forward to your comments, responses, anything you have for me. This is a conundrum in my eyes. I'm like, okay, they added this thing, cool, and I have to constantly move my mouse around to switch windows. Can I tab? Can I still do the Windows tab, that thing? Okay, I use the Windows tab. I use the Windows key and tab, and that changes my windows around. But they got rid of the 3D thing. So redundant controls here, like you see this. This can be found in Control Panel on the desktop. It's clearly geared towards tablets and smart screens. Other than that, really, I don't see anything new. I can't determine. Can I determine? For once, I'd like to determine the version of Internet Explorer that's being used here. I'm not really sure it matters at this point. What the hell? Oh my god. You know, this would be good with speech recognition that actually works. This is quite the unbelievable operating system here. Look at this. Now, all of a sudden, like a normal... I must have done something to kill that start menu for a second. Let's see. This is Internet Explorer 10.0.8102.0. IE 10. So that's 10.0.8102.0. The IE in Windows 8, hold on for it, is probably a way older version. 9.0.8112.16421. So you do have a new IE. Other than that, this operating system does have a bit of a learning curve. It likes to put the time everywhere for some reason. Probably for phones. And they better make it a lot easier for you to configure whether you're using a phone, a desktop, a tablet, or whatever, because who wants to use this where you have to navigate that start thing all the time, really? I think I turned it off somehow. Oh, I guess not. But this to me is not too amazing. I'm not excited about this at all. For some reason, people have become excited about this start screen here, this UI. I do not find it interesting whatsoever. At all. At all. I hit escape and I got out of there, thankfully. It's just my preference. I just don't like it. I don't know why other people would. I don't see any benefit from it. I'm sure that some people will with tablets and touchscreens and mobile devices. But we heard Microsoft say that computers and desktop and laptop computers would never go out, and that mobile devices were simply for consumers. It's strange to see them go down this route, really. I can create a pin log on. Let's see about that. Do I even have a password? Oh yeah, I do. It's my live password. Alright. No. I like the other feature. Picture password. How does that work? Touchscreen PC. You choose the pictures and gestures. So maybe this is, I guess this is a touchscreen version and I didn't read the directions or something. This is a touchscreen version of Windows 8. Well, either way, folks, this is Windows 8 for now. This appears to be the developer version. Didn't say anything about touchscreens at all until I visited a little obscure area somewhere. But it's very interesting. They got rid of the rounded edges on the UI. It looks exactly like Windows 7. Hopefully it's still in alpha and not beta. I think a lot more work needs to be done personally. This is Mike Barr from Windows 8 Forums. Visit us anytime. Microsoft MVP, 7-time certified information technology professional. I am happy to have somewhat reviewed Build 8102, Windows Developer Preview for Windows 8. Thanks for watching.